going to rest, and you're going to go right back into the same plank hold for 30 seconds. So you want to have something underneath your forearms so that's padded. You don't want to be on the hardwood floor, it's going to hurt. And so if you need to, you can get a pillow, you can fold up the mat some more. Basically, you want your elbow to be underneath your shoulder in a straight 90-degree angle, and your arms to be out in front of you, or you can clasp your hands together. And you're going to step back into a plank. Now, my hips are not down here, because that's going to hurt your lower back. So you want to use your belly button, use your core, and suck your belly button in towards your spine. Alright, and then you don't want to have your shoulders and your back hunched. You kind of want to push your chest down towards the floor at the same time as having your belly button go towards your spine. And you're going to hold this for 30 seconds. If you can't, you just drop down to your knees and rest, and get back up for the rest of the 30 seconds. When you're done, gently drop to your knees. You can push back to the child's pose, rest 15, 30 seconds, however long you need, and you're going to go right back into it for another 30 seconds. Holding it, okay? And then rest again. So that's going to be how each move is done. So 30 seconds, rest. You can come down onto your knees, child's pose, however long you need. Go back into it, 30 seconds. And that's your 2 sets right there. Our next move is going to be a renegade row, which if you cannot use a weight yet, that's fine. You're basically going to be in a push-up position with the weights underneath you and your hands in them, and you're in a plank, and you're just rowing up, dropping back down, rowing up. It's really important to choose a weight that challenges you, but yet isn't going to hurt you. So you don't want it to be so heavy that you're doing this, and you can't breathe, and you're dropping it back down so hard that you can hurt your wrists, your arms, your back, anything. So you want to have it to be a nice light weight. And if you can't do a weight at all, you're just going to come into plank. You're going to lift one arm up, put it down, other arm up, put it down. You're doing this for 30 seconds. If you need to rest, you can. If you can't hold it at all for 30 seconds, you can stay on your knees for the 30 seconds as well. Rest in child's pose because it's great for your back and it's a wonderful stretch. This next sequence is going to take a little while, so I'm going to go through the whole thing, and you're going to go through it as well, and then you're going to do it again for another 30 seconds for each move. So, we have the regular plank, and you're going to take your left leg and lift it straight up. Not like straight up in the air like this, but just off the ground for 30 seconds. If you need to rest, that's fine. When you're done with this one, if you can, keep going. Bring it out to the side for 30 seconds. Still off the ground. Bring it back in. Rest. Push back in the child's pose. And now you're going to do the same thing on the other side. So right leg up. 30 seconds. Right leg out. 30 seconds. Rest. Come back in. Repeat it on the left and repeat it on the right. So it's about a 4-minute deal right there of planking. Come down to your knees as you need to rest, because we don't want your lower back to be bowing. If it gets really hard, you can come down to your knees and do it as well. So if you have to be here, that's okay. Bringing it out as well. But try it here. Don't just automatically go to the modification. Give yourself a try. Even if you only hold it for 5 seconds, it's better than none. Okay, now we've got up downs. So for 30 seconds, you're going to start out on your elbows, on your forearms, and you're going to bring one hand up, and the other hand up, come into a push-up position, go back down, gently, and back down. Up, up, down, down. Stay with the same hand, the left hand being the first hand to go up every time. And you're going to do that for 30 seconds. And I'm going to face you this way so you can see. After you rest and you're going into your second set of 30 seconds, you're going to start with your right hand this time. So, last time we did it with the left. Now we're going to go right hand, right hand, right hand, right hand, left hand, right hand. Now what's really important is that we keep the back straight still while we're doing this. So we're not down here hurting our lower back and make that noise because it's actually painful. You need to be up here. I'd rather have your back slightly up like this than have it down like this. So watch your form. Our last exercise is going to be a side plank hold. So you're going to have your elbow directly underneath your shoulder. You don't want it really far out or really far underneath you. It's going to cause pain. Hands flat on the floor in a fist. You want your body to be in a straight line with that shoulder. And your hips should be slightly tilted forward. You don't want them tilted backwards. And you're just going to come up and hold this for 30 seconds on your elbow. If it gets to be too hard, you can Bring that leg down so that your knee's on the floor, your lower knee, and hold it like this. But still try for this one first. And you're just holding it. And this is a side plank hold. It's great for your obliques. 30 seconds on this side. You're going to switch. Get into position. You can use your hand to help you. 30 seconds on this side. You can always keep your hand here too, but don't put so much weight on it. Just use it to balance yourself if you need to. After 30 seconds, you're going to drop, go back over, 30 seconds here and 30 seconds there, and we're done. Now, after doing planks, some great stretches are the child's pose, which we're going to have our knees slightly apart so that we can walk our arms out in front of us and put our head down on the mat. And you want to try to get your butt to touch your heels. Now, you don't want to force anything, but it's going to be a nice stretch along your back, your lower back, and your shoulders. And then from here, because we use our shoulders so much with planking, we're going to bring one arm through and rest on that shoulder and put your ear to the mat and keep this arm out. And you're going to feel a great stretch in the back of your shoulder. And then you're just going to switch it to the other side. Reaching through. Head to mat. You completed your plank series. I hope you enjoyed it. You just worked your entire core, really your entire body, and you will be feeling this in your shoulders and your abs. Have a great day.